What is good people? You are now listening to another episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. I am a humble narrator, Danny Foxworth, and once again, we back to sniff some candles and talk about some things. So, first and foremost, I got to give all the credit in the world to my beloved Carolina Panthers. They just won their third straight game, and that's their first three-game winning streak since 2021. It's been 4 years since they won three straight. This winning streak feels extremely weird to your boy. I got to be honest. But you know what? Who am I to question it? Granted, it was against the 0-6 Jets, who are now 0-7, and the Panthers beat them 13-6. But you know what? A win is a win is a win is a win. And I'll take them wins any way I can get them. So shout out to the Panthers, man, especially the defense. They had 6 sacks. Derek Brown balled out a defensive tackle. He had 2 sacks. He had 3 batted passes and I think 3 tackles for loss as well. He just had a monster game of defensive tackle. And then J.C. Horn balled out. He had 2 picks in that game. And yeah, they're keeping the winning streak alive. So shout out to them. And I actually posted a reel of my satisfaction. I just made a lighthearted joke and posted it on IG and posted the reel to TikTok saying that this is the first time they were over 500 since the year 1976. And I'll say roughly 96% of the people that watched my clip was in on the joke. But of course, there were like 3 or 4 people that were like, the Panthers weren't around in 1976. I'm like, dummy, I know. I was making a joke. Like, they've been to the playoffs, they've been to Super Bowls. But anyway, shout out to the Panthers. And now we're going to get into some candles. So I bought a couple candles from TJ Maxx over the weekend. Both of these candles are from the Sensational brand. So the first candle that we're going to try out is Sensational Clean Linen. This is a coconut and beeswax blend, natural wick infused with essential oils. This one here is got a nice clean presentation to it. Got the wood grain lid on it. So we're going to pop the top and see what it's talking about. This one here is 1 wick, and let's give it a good old nose test. I like this. I like this. Yeah, this has got a real good clean scent. This is something that I would like. I've finished cleaning the kitchen. So yeah, this one gets a passing grade for me. So Sensational, shout out to you. You did your thing. And I'm definitely going to be using this one in the very, very near future. So now that we got the first candle out of the way, NBA season comes back on Tuesday. And I, for one, cannot wait. If you don't already know, I'm a diehard fan of the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder. I've been rooting for this team ever since '93, back when they were the Seattle Supersonics. And it's really been just a season of championships for your boy, between them and the Aces winning the title, their 3rd title in 4 years, and my beloved Texas Rangers winning the World Series in 2023, and the local team Charleston River Dogs going to back Carolina League championships between 2021 and 2023. So yeah, I hope they keep this train rolling. All I need for you to do is to win a Super Bowl, and then literally every single pro team that I root for will have won a title. And the fact that all of these titles have come in the span of the last 5 years, considering that I've literally had to wait like 30 years for one of my pro teams that I root for to win a title. So hopefully, OKC will get it done. They're going to be playing the Hornets in Charlotte on November 15th, and I cannot wait to make my annual visit to the Hive and cheer on my boys. So here's to another great season and to another championship. So now we're going to get into the second candle that I bought. This one here, also from the Sensational brand. This one is toasted vanilla. The elements are sugar, cream, cinnamon, butter, and vanilla. Vegan soy wax blend. So this one here looks very sophisticated. So we're going to take the top off of this one and give it a good old nose test and see what it's hitting on. This one also 1 wick. I like this one. This one definitely smells the vanilla. I like the toasted element to it. The toasted element is a really nice touch. It almost gives it like a s'mores kind of vibe, minus the chocolate. But I definitely smell the sugar cream. I don't really smell much of the cinnamon. I definitely smell the vanilla, and it just in that toasted element to it, man. This one here, I think this one on a scale of 1 to piss my dad off. I'll probably give this one a 4.5 to a 5, somewhere in that neighborhood. because I don't think Dad is too jazzed about vanilla products. But if I were to light this, I don't think he would really trip and see that I was lighting a candle instead of actually having some baked goods in the house. So this one here also passes the passes with flying colors. So sensational. You're 2 for 2 on this episode. Job well done. Pat yourself on the back. And lastly, it's nothing really major moral of the story thing, but I just want to say, check your air filter in your house. Make sure that you're on top of your maintenance with things going on in your home. So definitely check your air filter. If it's dirty, go get a new one. You know, just check it. They say check it every 2 months. They say replace your filter usually every 3 months. I usually do mine every 2 months just to be on top of things. You know, I'm all about preventative measures. So yeah, make sure you check your air filter on a regular basis. Don't neglect it. And clean the baseboards in your house too. They've been waiting to hear from you. And that's going to do it for this episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. Make sure you like, download, and subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find it at Danny Foxworth 843. There you can find videos for every episode of this podcast, as well as my other podcast, Growing Up Low Country with Liz and Danny, my baseball podcast, At the Plate with Danny Foxworth, and Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth. And until next time, y'all be good. Keep it lit.